Today, I want to talk about why punting actually matters in the NFL. In today's game, special teams and punting in particular are getting more and more specialized in the NFL, and entire special teams units just continue getting better and better. Today, I want to talk about why punting is more important than ever in the NFL, how it's getting better every year, and how having a weapon at that position could be huge for the Chicago Bears' battle for field position going forward. Let's go ahead and get right into it. The Chicago Bears drafted Iowa punter Tory Taylor in the fourth round of this year's NFL draft. He's one of the best punting prospects to come out in a long time, but fans have been divided on this pick. A punter in the fourth round with only 4 picks in the entire draft? Let me break down why I love this pick. If you go back through NFL history, the net punting average in the entire league was always below 40 yards. Throughout the entire history of the NFL, punts netted under 40 yards on average. But over the last decade, that has changed. And not only that, but punting keeps getting better and better every year. For the first time in NFL history, the net punting average hit 40 yards back in 2015. But then just 2 years later, the average had rose from 40 net yards to 41. Just like that, punting in the NFL had evolved. We are now 6 years past that, and 2017 was the last barrier broken until last year in 2023 when punting broke a new barrier in the NFL. Last year, we saw another advancement in punting as the net average in the NFL hit 42 yards per punt, an all-time NFL record. Simply put, punting in the NFL has never been better than it is right now. In 2023, more punters than ever averaged over 40 net yards per punt. Yet the Bears were bottom of the NFL in net punting average. The Bears special teams simply did not get it done. They were bottom of the NFL in net punting average, punts inside the 20, and punt hang time. This was a clear position of need for the 2024 Chicago Bears. I talked about it on the Barroom Network during the draft. Specializations in sports are just becoming more and more valuable. Punters are getting better at hitting the ball further and more accurate. But on top of that, they're also increasing hang time and limiting teams' opportunity to return punts. Guys are learning new ways to kick the ball, put different spins on it, and all types of things. In the NFL, teams are punting the ball longer than ever, having less punts blocked than ever, and limiting the amount of yards that returners can get. Coaches around the NFL realize this, and they've realized that punting actually matters in the NFL now. And if the Chicago Bears are serious about winning, they need to get out of the bottom of the league in almost every measurement of punting categories, because that's exactly where they were last year. And you don't win field position battles when you're dead last in the NFL in punting. Field position today is even more important than ever. And in a league as competitive as the NFL, any little advantage you can get over your opponent really matters. And more NFL teams are now starting to realize this. And teams are taking punters and paying punters, and they're more valuable than they've been in the past. I'll never be dishonest with you guys, and I won't ever say that drafting a punter in the fourth round is something that I value and something that you plan for in the NFL draft. I've never just been like, man, we really need to spend a fourth round pick on a punter. But Tory Taylor is not just another punter. This guy is a weapon for our special teams unit who can not only pinpoint punts and specialize in pinning teams inside their own 20-yard line, but he also averaged more than 10 yards net per punt than Trenton Gill did last season. And that's why he was at Iowa. Ryan Poles spent a fourth round pick on this guy, and I believe he drastically improved our special teams overall from day one. This is a guy who's going to make a difference on our special teams unit. Now, there are always questions with rookies and how they will transition into the NFL, but Tory Taylor has all the goods to be the best punter we've ever had, and we're in a unique position to make a luxury special teams pick. This team wants to win football games, and having a difference maker on special teams goes a long way towards helping us accomplish those goals. Whether or not people realize it or not, punting matters in the NFL. And if this dude becomes a top 5 punter in the league, nobody is going to care that we spent a 4th round pick on him. And that's what it comes down to with the NFL draft. It doesn't matter where you pick a guy, it matters if that guy has an impact on the football field. One of the reasons I'm such a big fan of the NFL draft is because you can always find talented players late in the draft. And if you take a look at the Bears' history of 4th round picks this century, you will see some quality players on that list. My favorite probably being Alex Brown, but Henry Melton and Eddie Jackson as well, and Nathan Vasher. There are some talented players that we have picked up in the 4th round. But the majority of the players we drafted this portion of the draft end up not doing much in the NFL. Just look at all the misses from Riley Ridley, who never did anything in the NFL, down to Kasim Green, Evan Rodriguez, even Corey Wooten, who had one decent season, never really lived up to his potential in the NFL. And if you can get a guy that's a difference maker, no matter what position he is, it's worth making that selection. Now, I do care about value in the NFL draft, but at that point of the draft, I actually believe that this was good value for Tory Taylor. I liked the pick right when it happened. The people who saw me on the live show heard me talking about him before we even made the pick. But to the people who hated this pick, I just want to ask you to look deeper and realize what a dominant punter like Tory Taylor could actually bring to the table. And the impact that he can have on special teams is really hard to measure. But this is a guy that can help the 2024 Chicago Bears win football games right away. The opportunity that comes from pinning teams back deep into their own territory, it means they have to go farther to score points against us, and it gives our defense more opportunities to make game-changing plays. Big time sacks from Montez Sweat or an interception from Kyler Gordon or Jalen Johnson. Our punter is now going to help put this team in a better position to win more football games. I truly believe that. And I've said it before on this channel, guys. Punters are people too. I really like Tory Taylor. I think he's going to be a weapon for Coach Hightower and our special teams unit. Let me know what you guys think. Did this video change your mind at all? And what are your thoughts on the NFL improvement in punting over the last decade? I appreciate everybody who watches the videos. Please remember to hit the like button for me. Stay tuned, and until next time, bear down.